Sunrise live from West London. I'm Isabel Webster. Well, a public inquiry has been ordered into what caused the devastating fire at Grenfell Tower, and the mood here among residents has changed from shock and sorrow to anger and dismay. A rally is being planned for this evening calling for justice for the victims. We know that 17 people have died, but that figure is tragically expected to rise considerably. Police fear that because of the intensity of the heat during the fire, some victims may never be identified. And there are big questions about the cladding on the outside of Grenfell Tower, which may have accelerated the fire. Sarah Hadjibagheri has this report.
2 days on, but despite the morning light, there's darkness here. A black, burnt-out block dominates the skyline. The flames may be gone, but they took with them lives, and there's mounting anger amongst the grief.
You can look at that building, you can tell me how you feel, and times that by 1,000. Do you know what I mean? It's not just looking at the building and saying, how do I feel? It's looking at the building and knowing that I know people who died in that building. Everyone, every resident, every person who can call himself a part of this community of Notting Hill would have at least known one person in that building.
Inside, the extent of the devastation is only just starting to emerge. Within these ruins, an unknown number of bodies of people who were told to stay put. Up to 600 lived in Grenfell Tower. It may be weeks before we know how many died here, as an inferno ripped through 24 floors with rapid and ruthless speed. Among the condolences and tributes, there's calls for justice.
I am angry because I'm hoping that justice will be done and that there will be a change in housing law and that corruption that justice will come for these people, because I think it's disgusting how these people have been treated.
Just last year, the block had a multi-million-pound refurbishment, and yet there were no sprinklers, fire alarms failed to warn, and the only escape route out was blocked. And all this in Kensington and Chelsea, one of the country's most affluent boroughs. A procession of politicians came to the site yesterday, but the Prime Minister's fleeting visit, where she did not meet residents, did little to ease the pain here.
If you're going to come here for 15 minutes, you might as well just stay at home. Like, what is the point? You're going to come here and not see none of the people that you meant to serve, not see none of them. You just waltz in and waltz out.
The London Mayor was confronted by questions, but could offer little.
So what are you going to do with people's life? They lost their home.
Well, that's why it's important, don't we? We need to make sure that they have somewhere to live.
I can't hear you.
That's why we need to make sure they have somewhere to live.
The community here are still looking for loved ones and answers, but hope is now in short supply.
It shouldn't take a massacre like this for someone to come together.
This is no longer a search and rescue, but a recovery operation that emergency services say could last weeks. Sarah Hadjibagheri, Sky News, West London.